Right, hello. So I've mentioned in a couple of videos about the Colocasia Thai giant. Not been a good year for them at all. They're okay up to about August, then they just stop producing leaves. So I thought before the weather gets too cold, we'll dig them out. I'll pot them up. See that, potted up, and hopefully the root disturbance that'll give it a chance to settle in and grow some new roots before winter kick in. So this one's from the back garden, and that's starting to open a new leaf. The one from the front garden, which is there, I took off all the leaves, and to be fair, that's in a too exposed position. That's quite windy, and that there's not a lot of roots on it, because I think that kept on, the winds are like sails, and it kept on ripping the roots, so that never really done well. So whether that one will pull through, we'll see. But an update on the little tuber, if you like, from the Thai giant in the back. So I did do a short video on that when I got it, so that had a little offshoot, a tiny little corm on it, and we've got a couple of leaves on it. So if all else fails on the bigger ones, we've got a nice little plant there, hopefully to overwinter and have better luck next year. So there's that little update for you. And incidentally, I also dug up my Colocasia illustris, which didn't really do much this year. So I've got that in a little pot, and it has got a little offshoot as well coming up, and it has got a new leaf starting to open there. So we'll overwinter it and see if we can do better again next year. And coincidentally, I brought a Black Magic I don't know, a few weeks ago, and that is the one that had the unusual leaves where obviously Black Magic sort of open up green and then they fade to velvety black. So the second leaf after I bought it is sort of remained pretty much green. This is the third leaf that's opened up, and that's again looked like sort of a mojito pattern with some dark splodges in it. But the interesting thing is, there's obviously some sort of genetic thing, because even the stems aren't fully that burgundy red on your cut. These ones are, but this one's sort of a splotch stem. But the little offshoot coming off it, in fact there's two, and they are perfectly standard Black Magics. So that's a bit weird. But yeah, no, I quite like I don't know if it's showing up very well on the camera here, but it's quite a nice pattern on that. I mean, I did have a mojito a couple of years back, and they seem to be quite expensive to get hold of now, so maybe that is what a mojito is, sort of cross between Black Magic and something else, I don't know, but that certainly looks similar to me. But just strange that the offsets are standard. Anyway, so this was a little update on the Thai giant really, but as usual I do get distracted. But while we're talking about Colocasia, you might as well look at some of the other ones that I've bought recently. So we've got the black coral, which is really nice, glossy. It's kind of black with green. When you get the light come through, it's sort of green, but that's doing quite well, pushing out a new leaf there, and plus several around the bottom still coming up. So next year I'll definitely divide that up and hopefully spread them about the garden a bit. blue Hawaii. Yep, no, the tag had fell out. Blue Hawaii. Again, absolutely full of pups around it. And even some of these getting a good size. So you've got the nice blue veining on the leaves. That's absolutely full of pups as well, so I'll get hopefully several propagations of that to pot around the garden next year if we have a good summer. And then we've got the I forget, this one is Fontasai, which is a little bit similar to the blue Hawaii, slightly different shaped leaf, slightly more prominent veining. But yeah, even that's done quite well. We've got a little offset coming off that. So the plan with these is to I'm going to set up a indoor greenhouse or grow tent if you like, and I'll be heating that and lighting that, and that'll be mainly for the palms, but I think I'll get some colocasias in there as well, and maybe some other fussy plants I don't like overwintering in the house. So that'll be an upcoming video in the next few weeks, depending on the weather. I'll be setting that up, so we'll go through that and see what grow lights I'll be using, and set up and heating. So last year I literally had a tiny little, very small insulated box which I kept my palms in, and it did work, but it was too small. Obviously the palms have grown a lot this year, so I need something bigger, so I bought one of these cheap greenhouses. But again, I'm not going to go into that now. We'll look at that when the time comes. Incidentally, I did cut all of the leaves, dead leaves off that Liquawala, so I've got one good leaf and a little spear pushing. But this one's doing pretty well. New spear pushing out, looking good. Right, again, getting distracted. Thanks for watching. See you on the next one.